Hi and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Eve Mapanda. I am a mindset and life coach for ambitious women, and I help women to build confidence by conquering fear and self-doubt so that they can achieve their fullest potential. So today we are going to be talking about proximity. Who is in your circle? I think when we hear that a lot, we think maybe friends. Some people think of it as relationships in terms of partners. But I wanted to really focus on who is not. I just came up with that. That's quite good. But yes, who is not in your circle? Who do you need in your circle? Now, I've got a t-shirt here, and this t-shirt represents something. First of all, it represents, a day where I went to volunteer at my friend's charity. Her charity is called Grant a Smile, and that's why I'm wearing it. But it's also because it's going to be part of the story that I am about to tell you, because as you know, I tell things through stories if you've been kind of following me for some time now. And this woman, she is just phenomenal. I'm just gonna give you a shout out, Joyce. Please make sure that I'm gonna leave her link for her charity. Do go on her page, have a look at the work that she does, and if you do want to volunteer, please reach out to her and offer your time, whatever that may be. But anyway, so this is, for me, I want to use Joyce today. Sorry, Joyce, I have to put you on the spot. And for me, in terms of where I've come, in terms of like my stories in life, just the support system that I've had, and also knowing where it is I'm trying to go in life. What I have done is I have been intentional in the steps that I am taking towards where I want to be. And that includes looking at who do I need with me to get me to the place that I want to be. Now, often when I think people really underestimate the people that are around them. And often you can be with people and there's sort of like there's no value there. And when there's no value, you need to question yourself in terms of the people that are around me. What is the value that they are adding onto my life? And what is the value that I am adding onto theirs? Because we always look at it from a point of because human beings, we are just selfish. We think about ourselves before we think about others. And that is the truth. So in situations, always look at, okay, what can I give? But what can I also get back in terms of when it comes to relationships? So now I know where I'm trying to go in life. I have mapped out a way in terms of what the things that I need to do, who I need to connect myself to. And I am intentionally, every single day, I am reaching out to people. I am building relationships. And some of these relationships that I have started to build have ended up being the most important relationships I will ever have. And the reason I say that is because we sometimes underestimate meeting people, getting to know people, making use of the people, even the people that you already have in your circle, getting to know them outside of, let's say, just having fun. Actually getting to know them, what are they, what drives them, what are they good at, and using those relationships to lift each other up. Now, I reached out to Joyce a few months ago after she was introduced. I got her contact from one of my close friends. That is another way of building value. I've got this friend, and she always sees that she knows about. I talk to her, what I'm doing. She sees it online as well. And out of nowhere, she just thought of me. That is adding value. Things like that, where someone just thinks of you, not even expecting anything. So it's not always about, I think when people talk about value, some people get it confused, like someone has to physically do something for you. It can be something as simple as that. So she sent me the contacts, and what did I do? I then reached out to Joyce, not knowing what would come out of that relationship. And, in this situation, I know sometimes it can be very hard, especially you don't know whether you're going to get rejected or if the person is even going to respond. I surely didn't think that I was like, okay, if she responds, that's fine. If not, that's all well and good. But I would love her to respond so that we can connect. Thankfully, she did end up connecting back, and we met. We actually met on the next day, and I was so blown away by this woman. I was like, her energy, I mean, if you go on her Facebook and everything, her energy is so up there. And it's like, from the moment I met her, she didn't know me, but she was out to just, inspire me, to, empower me, to connect genuinely with me, and, vice versa. That was it for me. Like, just wanting to be there for each other and lift each other up. And it's something, as women, we need to start really genuinely creating these relationships that matter, so that we can all win together. And through that relationships, we started, trying to map out, how can we collaborate together? How can we lift each other up? How can we support each other? You don't have to talk to someone every day to be there for someone. And it's so important, when you are trying to get somewhere in life, when you know where you're trying to go, to associate yourself with people who are equally driven, who equally know what it is that they want. And there is nothing wrong in seeking people out who know more than you. Because I think one of the things, especially talking to people, is they are afraid to ask for help. So if you know that there's someone that you want to reach out, that is where you are trying to go, reach out to them. Genuinely just ask for help. I have sought out mentors, people who are even well-known, like world-renowned people. Obviously, I was ignored, but still, that's for me, it's like, I always send out these emails, and guess what? One day, I know one person will respond. It doesn't stop me from seeking those relationships. You can't be afraid to approach people. It doesn't matter, where they are in the world. If you've got the resources to do it, do it. Because you never know. Like, from this situation with Joyce, I didn't know that she would respond. Just like the other emails that I've sent out, or the friend requests that have been rejected, that's what I thought, as long as I'm doing the part of building this relationship, seeking out these relationships, I'm doing my part. I'm working on myself. So you don't know who you're going to reach out that will impact your life. And one thing that I really want to stress before I end today is, there are women who, from, face point, they don't want to support you, or they think that you're taking something away from them. And if you recognize that you are like that, I just want to tell you that this journey, especially if you really want to make an impact in the world, this journey is difficult if you're trying to do it alone. Change that mindset. Change that mindset of wanting to do things alone. Change that mindset of, what can they do for me? Even if someone has nothing to you in terms of money to give, they could have something much more valuable. And that's why I always say, you need to be kind to people, whether you know them or not. In terms of even just, because we like to treat people by what we see. But remember that you don't know where your blessing and who your blessing is tied to. Take time to know people. Take time to befriend them. Be intentional in relationships. Relationship is a two-way street. Don't just take. Also give back. So also remember that proximity is power. You become who you are around. If you want to become part of a group of women who are powerful, who are, impacting the world, put yourself in that circle. Seek out these relationships. There's networks that go on online if you don't have someone in your immediate proximity. Seek out these relationships, connections virtually. Understand where you're going in life. Write down a list of things that you want out of those relationships. And also remember to be kind. Be kind, be kind, be kind. I can't stress that enough. So I hope this episode today has been helpful. If you've been struggling with kind of trying to know how to seek out these relationships, and just giving you an example of what I've had to go through, and also to let you know that you could reach out to people and some may never respond. But guess what? There's a day one person will respond, and that one person could change your entire life. So today's show, I want to dedicate this episode to Joyce. Thank you so much for being a blessing, not just to me, to women. You're just you're just an open person who is all about uplifting people. And I want to put your stuff out there. Grant a smile. That's her t-shirt, and it says, "Give the gift of a smile." I will put her details in the comment section. So please also let me know if you're struggling with something that you need support with. Give me suggestions also in terms of topics that you would like for me to discuss on here. And with that said, don't forget to subscribe. And also, I hope to see you again next week. Thank you and good day.